It's January 25th, 2026, and oddly enough, it's National Fish Taco Day. I don't know who decides these things, but they were clearly extremely hungry. Welcome to This Day in History from, wait, that's random. I'm your host, C.L. Burns. Today in 1915, the first transcontinental telephone call was made. Alexander Graham Bell spoke from New York, and his former assistant answered from San Francisco. I don't know why his former assistant answered the call. For the first time, someone could speak across an entire continent and be heard instantly. That's easy to overlook now, but at the time it was unbelievable. Until then, distance meant silence. Messages took days or weeks. News traveled slowly. Conversations ended at geography. And suddenly, they didn't. A voice could cross thousands of miles in real time. Space shrank. The country felt smaller. But because of the next thing that happened, the telephone was more useful. Because the days were longer. In 1879, electric street lights were switched on for the first time. Night had always meant darkness. Work stopped, streets emptied, and the world slowed down. Electric lighting quietly changed that. Cities stayed awake longer. Businesses extended hours. People moved differently once the dark wasn't quite so dark anymore. It wasn't just convenience. It was a shift in how humans experienced time itself. The boundary between day and night blurred and life adjusted around the glow. And once the world was lit and people could talk across it, the next thing they wanted was to be entertained. And in 1927, the first successful talking motion picture premiered. Until then, movies were silent. Stories were told with gestures, text cards, and music played in live theaters. Then, suddenly, the characters spoke. You could hear them. You got to find out what everybody sounded like. Audiences were stunned. Some were thrilled. Some hated it. Actors with perfect screen presence discovered their voices didn't match their faces. Entire careers ended overnight. But there was no going back. Once sound entered film, silent felt incomplete. The medium changed permanently, and storytelling evolved with it. And all of this, communication, lighting, entertainment, feeds into something even bigger. Movement. Just 1 year before the first transcontinental telephone call, in 1914, the Panama Canal officially opened to commercial traffic. Before the canal, ships had to travel thousands of extra miles around South America. Trade was slower, riskier, and more expensive. The canal cut the world shorter. Oceans connected, routes changed, economies shifted, global movement accelerated. And when you line these moments up, a pattern emerges. On this day, humans figured out how to talk farther. They learned how to push back the night. They gave stories a voice, and they carved a shortcut through the planet itself. Distance shrank, time stretched, silence disappeared, and the world became louder, brighter, and more connected. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Come back tomorrow and we'll go down this path again. If you want to know more about me or the work I do, you can find everything at waitthat'srandom.com. I'm C.L. Burns, and I appreciate you stopping by.